Krishna Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances, Jai Shri Prabhupada. This is Preeti Vilasini Devidasi from Atlanta, Georgia. Thank you, Bala Vrinda, for that beautiful chanting. And thank you, Shivani Mataji, for your warm welcoming. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Preeti Vilasini Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. Shri Prabhupada ki jai, Guru and Garanga ki jai. Thank you so much for joining and giving a beautiful session this morning. Welcome to the call. All grocery services, Mataji. Welcome to the call. Hare Krishna.
Prabhuji will join in 2-3 minutes, Mataji.
I'll sing Hare Krishna.
Yeah, Vrinda want to sing Hare Krishna by the way.
Sure. Thank you.
Hare Krishna. Can I sit here, Mama? Okay. 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 Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. What? Should I do another tune? Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Shivani Mataji, Prabhuji is there.
Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Today we're very fortunate to have His Grace, Radha Pramod Prabhuji. Prabhuji will be enlightening us on Madhya Kanda. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Today we're very fortunate to have His Grace, Radha Pramod Prabhuji. I would like to share Srila Prabhupadaji's quote before handing over the call to Prabhuji. I am very glad to learn your spiritual activities very nicely, and you're always alert to see whether you are committing some offenses. This is a very nice attitude. In rendering service to Lord Krishna and his representative, the spiritual master, we should always maintain this fearful attitude, which means careful attention. This attitude will advance you progressively in Krishna consciousness. Letter to Gopal Krishna, April 22nd to 21st, 1970. Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Good morning, dear devotees. Today we're very fortunate to have His Grace, Radha Pramod Prabhuji. Prabhuji will be lighting on Sri Caitanya Madhya Kanda, chapter 23, verses 331 to 335. Hare Krishna, please accept my humble obeisances. Radha Pramod Prabhuji, thank you for giving your valuable time and association this morning. Very happy to have you on the call. Very eagerly to hear from you, Prabhuji. Srila Prabhupada ki Jai, Guru and Gauranga ki Jai. Please take over. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Jai Jai Sri Chaitanya Jai Nityananda Jai Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jai Nityananda Jai Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. So Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Khanda, Chaitanya Bhagavat Madhya Khanda, chapter 23. Wandering about Navadvip on the day the Lord delivered the Qazi. Text 331 to 335. Hena name loya chadi sarva apakara braja vishwambara nahi karimo samhara. Chant these holy names, give up all wicked activities, and worship Vishwambara. Otherwise, I will destroy you. Simply by giving up the desire for engaging in any type of harmful activity, one develops a propensity for chanting the Lord's names. As maintainer of the entire world, Vishwambara, Gaurasundara, has maintained the entire world by distributing the holy names. The Gaurasundara and his intimate servants, Dharmaraja, are eager to completely destroy the sinful conceptions of those who are opposed to chanting the holy names. Text 332. Arajana sabadishe radha diyaya dharadhara kota kaji bandiya palaya. Some people ran around in all directions calling, "Catch the Kazi, he has tricked us and escaped somewhere." The word bandiya means deceitful. Text 333. Krishnera kirtanaya ye papi nahi mane kota gela sei sakala pashandi ekani. Now, where are those sinful atheists who did not accept the chanting of Krishna's name? When sinful people's aversion to the Supreme Lord becomes prominent, they are unwilling to accept the remedy of Krishna Kirtan. Some people opposed to Kirtan etiquette and equate the subordinate demigods with the Supreme Lord. They are called Pashandis. It is the nature of Pashandi to count the names of the subordinate demigods as equal to Krishna Kirtan. The names of Krishna are spiritual names, while the names of demigods are mundane. There is a difference between the names of demigods and the demigods themselves. Therefore, the endeavor to equate Krishna's name with demigods' names, which are separate from Krishna's name, is one of the 10 offenses in chanting the holy names. Text 334. मातीते कालाया केहा पाषंडी बालिया हरि बोले भूले भूला ओंकारा karaya. Some of them punched the ground while calling out the names of some atheist. Then they roared loudly and wandered about chanting the name of Hari. Sorry. Text 335. Yai mata Krishnera Unmada Sarvakshana Kiba bole kiba kare nahika smarana. In this way, being always maddened in the ecstasy of Krishna consciousness, they did not remember what they said or what they did. Om Jnana Timirandasya Jnananjana चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपा कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम् वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणरघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवम् साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेव श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगणा ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णकृष्णाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामीति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणविचारिणे निर्विशेषशून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा. So I'm very thankful for this opportunity to speak on Sri Chaitanya Bhagavat, on this and the purpose of Siddhanta Thakur. So here, so here the glories of holy name are explained. So in the previous just few verses, we hear how the glories of holy name are explained. Some made loud, unnatural sounds, and some meant unrest. Yamaraj went to arrest Yamaraj and bring him here. Standing there, he said, "Oh, Yamadutas, go and inform your master, the son of Surya, that the Lord of Vaikuntha is incarnated in the house of Sachi, and he is personally performing kirtan through the city of Navadvip." By the influence of holy name, Yama became renowned as Dharmaraj, the authority on religious principles. By the influence of holy name, the fallen Brahmana Ajamil was delivered. The Lord is now inducing everyone to chant the holy name, and those who are unable to chant are hearing those names. So if Yama attempts to display his authority by punishing any living entity, they cannot be blamed, and I destroy him. Go quickly and inform Chitragupta that he should immediately destroy the records of sinners. And by the influence of the name, Varanasi has become celebrated as the king of holy places. The transcendental situated residents of Swatis chant these holy names, and Maheshwara has become worshipable by all the influence of by the influence of these names. Now everyone is hearing and chanting the holy names. So And today's verse is chant these names, give up all wicked activities and worship Vishwambara, otherwise I will destroy you. And some people ran around in all directions. So here, what is important is this is not Golokera Premadana Harinama Sankirtana. This is transcendental sound vibration. It is nothing to do with matter. It is completely spiritual sound vibration. This is a very important understanding we should have. Because what happens is there are so many sound vibrations that are there. But all the sound vibrations, they have some effect. And but most important is the spiritual sound vibration, which is going to change our consciousness. So what happens is that there are different levels of sound, 4 levels of sound: Pashyanti Vak, Paravak, Vaikarika Vak, and Madhyam Vak. And this sound is directly Paravak, that is a transcendental sound. Of course, many names of Lord are there. Name of Ram, name of Narayana, Govinda, Madhya. There are n number of names. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudeva also we chant. What is speciality with Hare Krishna Mahamantra is it is not, there are all called Taraka mantras. Taraka mantra means which give liberation, which makes a person free from all the sufferings. But what is speciality of this Hare Krishna Mahamantra is it is Paraka mantra. It gives prem, it gives love. So this is the speciality of this mantra, which is not available in any other yugas. So why we have to chant? Because Lord, every Kali Yuga, he comes as Gaur Narayana and gives the holy name and delivers. There may be Hare Krishna Mahamantra also, but this time there is special investment in this mantra. Because if you see, there is this mantra is there in the Kali Santaran Upanishad, this mantra is there in Brahma Vaivarta Puran. So, and this mantra is mentioned as Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare. So, this mantra is there in other places also. But this time it is something special. Lord came with this, he invested some special potency in it, which can not only just deliver the living entities from the simple. Generally, what happens is people chant the mantra, they can go to Vaikunta. But this mantra, when they are chanting Hare Krishna, they can enter into Goloka, and not only because they are getting prema, which is free from this Aishwarya, Shitala Prem, free from Aishwarya. Because other entering into Vaikunta and all, it is filled with Aishwarya. But this prema, which is given, is Aishwarya Shitala Prema. And that also, in that also Madhurya Bhav, not Sakya and Madhurya, both are there in our Sampradaya. Sakya Bhav and Madhurya Bhav. And Pushtimarg, they have Vatsalya. So, this is what this mantra is giving. This is the speciality. And another thing is, if you see Kali Yuga people, no, they are very fallen state. And in fallen state, they cannot concentrate on anything. Mind is always completely disturbed. It is affected by many things. And because of which, for us to concentrate is very, very difficult. And that is the reason Lord has given this Mahamantra. Like in Kali Yuga, people enjoy in music and dance. That is the common way of enjoying for people. Any parties means they have to have music and dance. Of course, there are other things also they eat, which is not supposed to be eaten. They drink something, not supposed to drink. Apart from that, the more important the thing they do is they sing and dance, right? And if you see any marriages, sing and dance. Parties or any function, sing and dance. So Kali Yuga people, they like singing and dancing. So Lord said, okay, fine with it. I will also give a path for perfection that also can be achieved by singing and dancing. So that is how the Lord gave this path. He said, oh, you also sing and dance. I am also doing the same thing. And you also do it. And by singing and dancing, we can attain perfection. So this is the process. So for that, we need faith. It's a necessary and sufficient condition. You must have unshakable faith in this holy name and Shastras. So simply repeating the holy name, one can achieve success. You can overcome all obstacles in this path. Just by chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. We must have this unwavering faith in ultimate success. Because what prevents us from reaching it? Because we are living in a very, very bad time, a terrible time. We are essentially flattened. The biggest disease in this world is stress. And we all go through stress. Very fortunate souls may not have, because stress comes from the mind. And now what Lord is doing, He's trying to help us relieve of it. And that is by chanting. If we figure out, we will like stress arises under influence of time. Like the Srimad Bhagavatam, it is said the psychological effect of time is very interestingly described. He said we are not in the we are now in the material world, and in the material world, the time is divided into three phases: past, present, and future. We set ourselves an almost unbelievable task to live this temporary material world where everything is transient and go into a complete different dimensions to tune our souls to our consciousness to a different mode of being. So we set ourselves to almost unbelievable tasks. This is actually not easy to get out of this temporary, this material world, where everything is transient and go into a completely different dimension. That means we have to tune our soul, our consciousness to a different mode of being. But the time in which we are in itself prevents us from doing this. This is Kali Yuga time. And time acts, how does time acts? Time acts through our mind. Very important point, please remember. If you whole class you want to remember one point, you remember this. Time acts through our mind. It is said that the past is the source of longing. The past left us some wounds, some scares, some pains, resentments, and we constantly sort through them. And some sucking feelings that everything is not right. Everything happened wrong. And this is how time, the present presses on us through our mind. So, and the future presses us through fear and anxiety. What will happen in the future? I need to achieve something. I need to be in time. I should not be late. And we are all flattened because between the rock and the hard place. The past presses us on us with scares, and the future presses us with fears. And therefore, the present, the state we are in, is under full of stress. So what Lord is doing, is He is helping us to come out of this stressful situation through chanting the holy name. There is no other way. So we are always afraid what will happen in future. I need to achieve something and all these things. So it is said that this is a very fashionable word now, stress, but there is which is called moha or illusion. So what is that illusion? Because I feel that I need to do something. I need to do something. I need to be in time. I need not be. So this is what actually is holding us. So if I don't do this, everything will be as before or whatever. So now Krishna is teaching. What is he teaching? He's teaching us the process to help us overcome this problem with our mind. And that's why it is called mantra. Mantrayate iti mantra. Trying to transfer our mind to completely different mode. Very important thing to remember. One more point of the class to remember is we cannot overcome the problems of this world. One after another, one after another, one after another. Problems will keep on coming. What we can do is to make our mind aloof from the problems. That's all. And solving problems is not actually the purpose of life. To serve Krishna is the purpose of life. Because get out of the problems is, we say that we have to get out of the problems, but that is the initial motivation. But ultimately, our motivation should be how I can serve Krishna. Because just to get rid of the problem is the path of jnana. To fulfill our desires is path of karma. So we are jnana karmadi anavritam. That is bhakti, right? By engaging ourselves in service of Krishna, we are trying to be aloof from the problem. Instead of solving the problem, we are focusing on Krishna. Let Krishna decide what should happen to me. If you want to solve the problem, let him solve. If he feels the problem is good, he will make me continue with the problem. Because what happens is sometimes problems are good to protect us from not getting degraded. So that is another safe way to protect us from getting degraded into sense gratification. And this is what helps us to get realization also. Like there is a story. One king was performing bhakti also, and then he was practicing, he was ruling his kingdom. So one sage he asked, okay, how are you able to balance? No, you are doing bhakti also and you are taking care of kingdom. He said, okay, I will teach you. So he told them that, okay, I'll give you a vessel filled with oil. You should take this and go across the kingdom. That time there was some big mela is going on, a big function and other things. You have to go and come back. Not a drop of oil should fall. If anything falls, and he kept 2 guards behind him, they'll cut your head. So now he's very scared. Now if oil falls, my head will cut. So he was very focusing on that oil and he was walking, and they made him walk all through the the festival place, and they brought him. And he came after a few hours. Then the king then successfully kept the vessel there without any spill of oil. Then yeah, so how was your journey? Said, yeah. Did you see all the entertainment, fun that was going in the festival around in the city? He said, where is the question of entertainment and festival? Because I am afraid of the sword that will cut my head. So I was very careful. So he said, this is actually how you balance, I said. He said, I balance like this. Because I'm so much focused that all the sense gratification of my kingdom or my pleasure don't affect me. I'm so much focused. Because you are so much focused on that oil should not spill. That's why you are able to not get distracted. Similarly, I also focus like that so that I don't get distracted. So the point is what? these problems, they make us scared sometimes. Oh, if I do something wrong, I will end up in more problems. Better focus on Krishna. So the problems, the fear of problems will sometimes help us to focus on Krishna. Why to take so much risk? Already so much pain is there in the life, and now you add one more thing in this. Better, okay, I'm not meant for this. So sometimes that is the way living entity listens. We need a punishment or some fear of punishment that helps us to focus on Krishna. That is initial level that is there. Later on, the motivation changes when we are free from anartha nivritti. Till anartha nivritti, this is actually sometimes a motivation. Punishment is a motivation. Like for small children, if they need some beating or some punishment so that they become, their buddhi is awakened and they come to senses. Why I'm telling this is that chanting is the way to not to get affected by what is happening around. So that is the method Krishna arranged us. And the problem is also one method he has arranged so that we come to our senses. We don't get so much into sense gratification. Like, and the way is, the problem is with our mind. So mind, we have to transfer it to completely different mode. The control of mind that are explained in other methods are not very easy. Especially Ashtanga Yoga, Jnana Yoga, they're very tough. It is help, especially it is meant to get rid of illusion. Illusion, because of that illusion, we are in stress. Stress is an illusion. Actually, there is no stress. Because there is a past, there is no past. There is future, there is no future. We come up because we always think of past and future, that's why there is stress. So we have to come up with both, we have to get rid of both past and future. So we come up with all these strange goals of ours and these insults which are invested by us. And like what happens is, we have to come to live in the present, because this is a dirty mind. Because of mind constantly excited, we deprive ourselves of the present. So the process is an attempt to return to the present. So that is actually all the processes they teach. So when we are chanting this Hare Krishna Mahamantra, we are trying to bring our mind to present. So when we are chanting, this is actually very important, that we should not think of past, future, bring mind again and again and again. And what happens is when we are chanting, because of anarthas, we are getting distracted. Anything spiritual, so this is also very important. Anything connected to Krishna, we should be very carefully dealing. What all things we are connected to Krishna? The deities, the holy name, the service to Krishna, Krishna's devotees, and Krishna's dham, the holy place. So these 5 things are very much connected to Krishna. You should be very carefully dealing with all these things. Otherwise, it's an offense. And that will make us go away. Because Krishna is coming, giving something spiritual, and we are neglecting. See, sin is anything you do wrong with this material creation, it is sin. You are killing animals or robbery or alcohol or theft or any other things that is dealing with the material nature. That is sin. You can be forgiven. But anything that is connected to Krishna, if you are not dealing properly, then that is offense. That is very dangerous. You understand? So we have to be very carefully dealing with all these things. So, and of all these offenses, offense to holy name is actually most dangerous. Then why it happens is because of inattention. We have to bring our mind to present. We have to not hear anything negative, speak anything negative of anybody. And it won't work because it will immediately affect our chanting. We can try at least like 2-3 days continuously. You don't hear of any bad thing, don't speak any bad, don't think of ill of anybody. Even if we are hearing anything negative of anyone, we are not be happy for that. And no movies, no videos, no internet, be peaceful. And we see immediately, we can see the quality of our chanting. It has a great effect. We can happily focus on the whole. That means we are not damaging the mind. Then mind focuses, and that's actually success. Anything we do at the end of life, whether our life is successful or not, how many services you did, how much donation we gave, how many books we distributed, how much Vaishnava service we did, or whatever we did, whether we did and it is success or not, the proof is at the end we are able to chant the holy name attentively. We are able to focus on the holy name. If we are able to focus on the holy name, we are successful. That is actually the method. And we only, when we chant the holy name in that way, we don't want anything from the material world. We want to give to the material world back. That is actually difference. If we are still feeling that I have to take, that means we are not still chanting the holy name properly. When we are nicely focusing and chanting, then we get a desire to give, not take. Like His Holiness Jayaprakash Swami Maharaj. Generally, when we become sick, we want to take. We want people to attend to me, take care of me, support me. And we see Jayaprakash Maharaj, he when he became sick, still he was giving only. That is the reason he was traveling, he's speaking, he's talking to people. Generally, when I'm sick, people come to meet me. I want some empathy, some attention, some care. But he did not want it. He wanted to give. That's why after becoming sick also, he was traveling, he was initiating, and his preaching increased, initiations increased, because he is always in a mood of giving. Why he want to give? Because he was chanting properly. So when we chant nicely, we don't want to take anything. We are so satisfied at heart, we want to give only. That is a greatness. So why generally after person becomes sick, he said, okay, enough. I have done whatever I had to do and let me take a break. But for his case, it was not like that. He said, I will give more, I will give. And we always are like conditioned souls. They all want somebody who is giving, and they are getting, this person is still giving at this stage. So there are so many conditioned souls they wanted to take from him, and they got benefited also. With that state also, he was inspiring and encouraging. It is no, and he's making sannyasi disciples, he's making gurus, and he's constructing temples, so many things he's able to do, writing books. We cannot imagine only what all he's doing. So the point, what I'm trying to tell is, when the chanting is done, heart is satisfied. For chanting to done, we should not commit offenses. Not commit offenses means don't anything negative. Don't hear negative about devotees. If somebody is speaking negative, we should keep distance from them. They are not safe association. Don't hear negative about devotees. Don't speak. Don't think ill. Even if something happened to negative, who did wrong to me and he's suffering, still we should not feel happy for that. Oh, he's getting the punishment of whatever he did wrong to me. No, even that attitude also will damage our chanting. So all these things are very much should be taken care. Then our chanting is. So here Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to give something very, 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 very subtle. It's not very gross. For that, we need to come to that level of consciousness to receive it. Otherwise, we cannot understand only. people like one person was arguing with me about why are you minimizing demigods and you tell devotees are higher than demigods. Actually, that is true. Devotees are higher than demigods, but not everybody can understand because it is a very subtle science. And for somebody who is karmanishta, they cannot understand about bhakti. Even Indra cannot perform pure devotional service unless he gets Sukriti, and he don't have Sukriti like devotees because for him he has to come and become part of movement of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, take initiation from the follow of Lord Chaitanya, then only he can get Sukriti. For even for demigods also. We are not minimizing them, but we are telling that the Sukriti, the pure devotional Sukriti is needed to understand what is greatness of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Even other Vaishnavas cannot understand what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. That's why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Channa Avatar. Channa Avatar is what? Is hidden avatar. See, hidden from whom? Hidden from other Vaishnavas. Because anyway, normal people cannot understand the incarnation of Lord. So what is the question of hiding from them? People who understand avatars are Vaishnavas only. Others, they cannot understand. Christians and Muslims and other atheists, Buddhists, they cannot understand what is the incarnation. Even Shaivites also, they also don't much bother. So people who are bothered about incarnations are Vaishnavas. And from Chenna means even Vaishnavas cannot understand. They need a special type of mercy, which will come only by the associates of Lord Chaitanya, no other. Many Ramanandis, other people were there when time of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. They didn't receive the mercy. Some received, but not everybody. That's why they can't understand. They say, "Oh, no. There is no worship of Radha and Krishna in scriptures only." And according to us, whole Bhagavatam, first shloka to last shloka is glorifying Radharani only. And they say there is no name of Radharani only in Bhagavatam. We say everywhere Radharani is only glorified. So the point is that this is something very special. This is Radha Krishna mantra, Hare Krishna mantra is. So this is something very special. And other processes in Kali Yuga are not possible. Sitting and meditating, and it is very difficult. We cannot overcome this. Like in classic Ashtanga Yoga, person is taught simple way, just sit and breathe. Basically, it works. It's just that if you are stressed, if you are tortured, just sit down and breathe and realize that in general, we have no problem. And so this is a breathing exercise. Sun is shining, Krishna is dancing in heart. What more is needed? But yoga is a constant attempt to return to present. And Hare Krishna Mantra, we should come to that. Actually, yogis who meditate, the meditation can be as a classic meditation in Ashtanga Yoga, but ours is a Bhakti Yoga meditation. We also try to, I'm just trying to come to that point about mind. So it's, we have to stay in an everlasting present. When we simply find ourselves alone with the eternal reality. So under the influence of this ever-changing world and the stress that is given to us, we have lost this present. We are deprived of it. So yoga teaches us to live in the present, and especially with this chanting, we have to come to this. So as soon as we learn to live in present, our life will acquire a completely different quality. We'll be able to smile at others, and we'll be able to rejoice, and we'll be able to take our time in no hurry, because the failure will be in a hurry. Where to rush? But we have an eternity ahead. That's actually this great like gurus who are there now. They have they're absolutely out of time. So their mind is not affected. Our time is not affecting them. because their mind is not attached to it. The mind is in the present. If our present now, our mind is in past and future because it is affected by time. You understand? So they are happy, smiling, talking to people. They are in no hurry, and because they always need time to do something. But the only reality of the present uh, is that will not run away from us. Present is always with us. So even I also don't have any realization of it. I'm trying to understand it. That's why I'm trying to share with you. Maybe it will help you. So now to do this, we only need to learn to invest our whole heart, our whole soul, and our whole consciousness at the moment. So what is the most important thing in our life? That which we do now. So if we understand this, usually we think the important thing is in the future, all the time in the future. Something more important should happen. No, the most important thing is that we turn to Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So if you learn this art, you will immediately feel the power of this holy name. So, and this is the most important that is happening to us when we are chanting. So we have to have this faith. So we must have this unshakable faith, and everything will come to us because Krishna sees our efforts. Spiritual master sees our efforts, and they know that I am trying. And at some point, miraculously, everything will happen. So this is called Spurti. Something like an instant explosion, which is happening now in this part of this chapter. So a person has been engaged some kind of practice for a long time. And yeah, here Lord Chaitanya is giving that Spurti. So the names of Krishna are spiritual names, while the names of demigods are mundane names. So there is a difference. So they are chanting and calling out the name of atheist. So they are not envious. They are compassionate. They wanted to deliver everyone. So your experience is so much bliss, and you want to help everyone. So basically, we have to work on this to help ourselves to make ourselves strong and make ourselves unaffected by what is happening around in this world, because there is no way we can solve the problems. And Trump will come, and after that somebody else will come, and then he'll make life miserable of all the people around. So I don't know whether he's doing good or bad, but not everybody will be happy with everybody. He may be doing good for somebody, he may not be good for somebody else. So actually, it's a collective karma of people. We cannot blame him also. People's karma is like that, what he can do. He's just an instrument of your karma. If you think he's bad, if you think he's good, then also he's an instrument of karma to do something good for you. So the point is that we have to work on the holy name. So I'm just giving some practical so points, but we can understand, because ultimately uh, only success in life is how much we could concentrate on Krishna, focus on Krishna. That is the only success. There is no other success. This is the success that we all want to achieve, and this is available also freely. So I'll just summarize what we discussed. So first I was telling about the holy name. So there is Taraka Mantra and there is Paraka. So all the holy names are powerful, they deliver. But now Krishna has given a special holy name. And he invested special power in it, which this time is giving love of Krishna. That is also not something ordinary Vaikuntha love. It is Aishwarya Shitila Prema. And in that also Madhurya and Sakya. So like that. And then we discussed that why Kali Yuga this method? Because in Kali Yuga people are very fallen. For them, they need to sing and dance. That's what they do. Lord said, okay, okay. If you want to sing and dance, I'll give a method where you can sing and dance and go back home back to God. You can your meditation can be singing and dancing only. So that's how Lord is merciful. He has given this method. Then we discussed how mind is affected by the time factor because of which we are in past and future. We cannot be in present. The holy name helps by meditating on the holy name. We can come to the present and try to understand what is in present. And that will make us and to understand Lord and to be free. And then we discussed how there are different forms of Krishna who appears. We should not offend Krishna. So they say na original sin. Actually, it's not original sin. They are using offense. That's why we are here. Anything connected to Krishna, deity, service to the Lord, holy name, devotees, dham, we should not commit offenses. We do anything wrong with this material nature, it is sin. But with Krishna, it is offense. We have to serve. We should be very careful. Then we discussed how I told many things about mind and holy name. Few things, not many things. So this is the process that is given to help us free from the stress which we are going through, live in the present. And another thing we discuss is how chanting should be done without offenses. Offenses that we don't disrespect anyone, we don't look down on anyone, we should not blaspheme anyone, we should not speak negative of anyone, which this all affects our mind and makes us uh, away from the holy name. The holy name is very subtle. In that state, we can chant the holy name. And we also discuss how the problems of the world cannot be solved. We only have to transcend the problems because the problems keep on coming one after one after another. So like that it continues. So we have to, so there is no option for us other than transcending, and the holy name helps. And then we discussed how when we chant the holy name in that way, we don't want to take anything, we want to give. Then we were discussing the example of Zalnachapta. So this is something, and we have to be free from duplicity for chanting the holy name. Like what happens is when Lord Ram and Lakshman, they came to Kishkinda. That time Sugriva, he sees Ram and Lakshman coming. He becomes so scared. He said that, he said, Hanuman, go and see. Maybe they are somebody related to Vali. And he says, don't go like this. You disguise yourself as a Brahmana. So Hanuman converts himself into a Brahmana, disguises himself into a Brahmana, and he goes in front of Ram and Lakshman. And he asks, oh, you are so handsome, you are nicely built. Who are you and how you have come here? Then they say, then Ram says, Lakshmana, you tell. Ram don't tell actually. Lakshmana says he is Ram and Lakshman, son of Dasharatha and all. And Hanuman was surprised. He said, oh, how I could not recognize you? I was from my childhood, I am chanting the name of Ram. I am worshipping you from my childhood. And now you are coming in front of me. I could not recognize only. How is it possible? So then Lord Ram says that you have disguised yourself. That's why you could not see me, you could not recognize me, you could not understand me, because you disguised. So that's the reason you don't understand. Similarly, that means if you are a monkey, come as a monkey, then you can see me. For us also, we should give up our duplicitous mentality. Then we can chant the holy name. Then Lord is revealed. We are whatever we are, we should be in front of Lord like that only. my dear Lord, I am monkey only. Then Lord said, no problem. You can see. If we want to portray ourselves, all this cosmetic industry, they increase our duplicity. They try to make us something which we are not. So we have to know that that is not the way to understand Lord. Lord will be revealed when we are as it is. And then we will be able to achieve success. And fortunately, we so 1 minute. I'm in class. So we have to do this service of chanting. And honestly, actually, what happened is I promised to take this class, but I was so busy whole day with something else, and I just reached from temple to the place where I stay 1 minute before the class started. Then I opened the laptop and searched for the verse, and in front of you only I read. So I don't know what to speak. I spoke something. So honestly, I didn't prepare anything. Please forgive me. Will end
Hare,
here. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Thank you for accepting the class. You always accept the class, Prabhuji. Very, very grateful to you. And thank you for sharing the screen. I am so happy that your laptop is back. I mean, you are able to share the screen. Very beautiful class, Prabhuji.
Actually, my
Thank you.
laptop is good only. What I did now, I locked my laptop. Only 3 hours net works for it. So I have 3 classes. Today I cancelled one class. I could share this.
Okay,
So I
okay.
cannot operate more than 3 hours on this. So I have 3 classes, 3 hours, and after that you don't
Oh, so
work on.
you did it by yourself like that, or it's a temple rule, Prabhuji?
No, I made for myself.
Oh, okay. Just control screen. Okay, Prabhuji. Very nice class, Prabhuji. Grateful to you. And the key is chanting the holy name very nicely, so that way you can showing our love to Krishna in a so humble and pure manner, not expecting anything. Then all the problems are solved. Thank you so much, Prabhuji, for such a beautiful class. Very, very grateful to you.
Hare Krishna, please accept my humble obeisances. Radha Pramod Prabhuji. Thank you for a very beautiful class. Very wonderfully, you explain all the words in such depth. As you mentioned, one success in life is how much we can focus on Krishna and nothing else matters. Thank you for giving such beautiful examples of the and His Holiness Jayapada Maharaji. I mean, even though his health issues are like, if it's not understandable for a person like me. I mean, we get sick because we give up chanting, but he's chanting, he's traveling, he's getting his many other people and doing such a beautiful example that he's setting up for us. Thank you for a very beautiful class, Prabhuji. Dear devotees, if questions or realizations, please go ahead and share. Sindhu Rao, Mataji, please, Prabhuji. Please
Hare
unmute
Krishna
yourself.
Mataji. Hare Krishna. Thank you so much,
Hare
Shivani
Krishna.
Mataji, for giving me this opportunity. Radha Pramod, thank you so much. Please accept my humble obeisances. Excellent class as usual. But it is beyond my reach, what you're saying. I just have one question, Prabhu. Actually, many questions, but I'll start with the first question. The chanting becomes correct only when I have purity when I chant, isn't that, Prabhu? And that purity, what I hear from today's class, is done by controlling the mind. Did I get that correct, Prabhu?
We have to not offend Mataji. That gives us purity of mind. What happens is we are damaging our mind. So when we are hearing negative about anybody, when we are speaking negative about anybody, we are thinking low of somebody, we are minimizing somebody, or criticizing, or looking down on somebody, we are damaging our mind with all these things. Mind, it is very sensitive to all these things. It is a very simple thing. We should not damage our mind with all the offenses and even negative news, because the whole environment, na, very important point is whole environment of Kali Yuga is filled with offenses. Because we are staying in an offensive environment, to protect ourselves, we also becomes offensive. So we live with offenses. People are trying to cheat, or they are trying to, even the news and all, they always criticize somebody, offend somebody, minimize somebody. Any news channel you see, there is always something negative about somebody, is there, about a country or a person. It's an all offensive and negative environment, so that damages our mind and damages our chanting, like that.
Okay. Thank you, Prabhu. So, in line with the same question, sometimes, yes, association, having reading Prabhupada's books and listening to classes, all these things will enable us to some extent to purify by shutting off all these things. But unfortunately, what happens is that we have so much of anartha and so much in the mind that 5%, say 0.00005% that I purify, I come back to 120% of anartha again, right? This fluctuation keeps happening so much so that that it is very difficult, isn't it, Prabhu?
Yeah, we have to, now we have this association, now you heard today. So now what you have to do is, we have to work on it. Okay, let me not hear anything negative about anybody. Even that much also is sufficient. What we have to do today, for this day, you try to protect your mind from all the negative energies, negative effects. Tomorrow morning your chanting will be very nice. Tomorrow you do the same exercise. Day after tomorrow. So it's a day by day conscious effort, and that will help us. So today, if you did not touch the TV, no social media, and you try to avoid all this, anything negative, you are only heard Bhagavatam, you are chanted, you associated with good people. Tomorrow your chanting will be definitely good.
Okay.
And even the
Okay.
food which we are eating is free from violence. It is properly offered. It is not so much acidic. It is very sattvic food. Immediately it will affect, because all these things, there are 10 factors that are affecting our mind. You protect of all these 10 things, immediately you can see the change in your chanting.
Okay. Thank you, Prabhu. This is very, very helpful, and it is actually inspiring. It gives hope, Prabhu. One last question. Sorry, Prabhu, for so many questions.
No.
You said, see, the propensity that we are born with is we are in that passion mode. I think you kind of answered, maybe what I'm asking falls into the previous two questions, which you've already answered. But I think it is artificial what I'm trying to ask. When we try to say, I don't want anything, and I don't want to achieve anything, or I don't want to long for anything, I think it is premature sometimes, at least what I am doing in certain situations. And after that, it becomes hopeless. It's a kind of hopeless condition. Like, you feel that emptiness or lost, right? I mean, so what am I doing? Because I'm not pure and I haven't tasted the higher taste, artificially, if I try to start giving up, right? There's no hope. There is nothing to look forward for. There is no excitement. That is what I feel at times. Um, I understand it. I think it is prematurely giving up things and not doing it. But I just wanted to hear from you, Prabhu.
We are not in a jnana part. That is actually jnana mark. We should be free from this mentality. Not doing anything, this is jnani's part. They don't want to do anything to do with this material world. We actually are not Gyanis, we are Bhaktas. We should have so much ambition to please Krishna, to serve devotees. You have some talent, you have some intelligence, you are given some abilities. Why don't we use in Krishna's service? So you want to say you like to do some things. We should always feel that what all I can do for Krishna. That is the love we want. Not that we don't want to do anything. We want to do so many things. Only thing is, it's all for Krishna. Like I am giving class. Now I want to give class. Now there is a desire. Okay, let me give a better class next time. So what should I do? I should prepare nicely. Like that. I want to write a book for Krishna. Or I want to make a garland for Krishna. I want to make a notes. I want to make a temple for Krishna. There should be something. That is what is bhakti is. Jnana is okay, nothing to do this material world. This is Maya. I am free from it. No more desires. That is always boring only. That is hopeless case only anyway.
Correct.
But we are not that path. That is the mistake. This world is illusory world, but we are having something else to do here. We have come here to engage everything in Krishna's service. So now whatever talent you have, you start using in Krishna service, you will feel more excited and you feel that I can do so many things for Krishna. I mean, there is a need, for my service in the society. And whatever little bit, if you can edit or you can make some videos or so many things are there based on your talent. Little bit also, you can take some, you can teach children or you can do something for the Lord, deities, you can teach or whatever talent you have, you see that you are doing something for Krishna with it. That is actually what we should do. We are not Jnanam or that we give up desires. We want to increase our desires, but for Krishna. You are understanding the difference?
Yes, Prabhu. Very beautiful answer. Thank you, Prabhu. I think it was misguided and kind of misunderstood kind of way of giving up unnaturally and prematurely on things. Thank you, Prabhu. It kind of makes sense what you tried to say. Just change the pivot, the desire is what you're saying. Very nice, Prabhu. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Go ahead, Mataji.
Yeah, go ahead, Mataji.
Please go ahead. That's okay.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. My name is Samarpita Harini Devidasi. I'm from Bangalore, India. I'm a developer. I do coding to earn my livelihood, and I try to give to the temple from whatever I'm earning. So after this giving mentality has increased in my life, I see some peace in my life. But then whatever you said today is really, it is mind blowing, Prabhuji. You said that we have to be in the present and not get stuck in the present problems, and think about Krishna when you have problems. These are the ways in which we can go back to him, because he tries to attract us by giving his problems so that we think of him. And we should always have this way of being in the present. But Prabhuji, the illusion is so strong. Illusion I'm in right now is I'm a developer. I have to do coding. I have a bug in my code. I have to solve the bug. So then I pray to Krishna, please help me to solve the bug. But then I don't want to go further into illusion, saying that my present is about the bug. My present is not about the bug. My present is about thinking of Krishna to the fullest extent. So how do I properly handle this illusion to stay more into the present to the fullest? Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Thank you for the lovely class.
Actually, that is the way to do. Actually, that is the best way. Every arrow Arjuna is firing towards Kauravas, he is praying to Krishna. Ma manusmara yuddhacha. So that is the quality of a devotee. The bug also you are praying to get out of the bug in your coding, you are praying to Krishna. That's actually what Krishna wants, that we remember him all the time. So even if you achieve something material, okay, credit goes to Krishna. You may get some appraisals and you may get some praise or you may get some award in your company and everybody is coming and congratulating you, and in the mind oh, it's because of Krishna I got it. So you will not take credit. So that is actually way we can it's not that we have to leave what we are doing. We have to add Krishna to what we are doing. That is bhakti. And you also know that I need to do this activity for livelihood so that I can get more time to serve Krishna. You get, like, say you are doing say 10 hours of your job and you need some money, and because of it you are getting some stability. See, we need material stability to practice bhakti. Because you have job, you have some freedom, right? You can spend your money, you can give it to Krishna, you can go to dham, you can attend yatras, you can give some donation to Maharajas, serve Vaishnava. So much freedom you are getting because of that money. So now you, to get that money, your bug should be cleared in your programming. That further Krishna will help you. Krishna, you help me get rid of this bug so that I can get some good money. I'll get good appraisals. I'll get good money. And then I'll serve Vaishnavas. I'll serve temples, and I'll go to Dham. So you get more stability, and that helps you to render more service. So it's not that we are in illusion. We are taking help of whatever we have to engage in Krishna service. Not engaging in Krishna service is illusion. So whatever money, whatever talent, everything is for Krishna. And you're already doing it. And this talent is helping you to serve Krishna. You should make sure, and you should tell Krishna, give me more intelligence so that I can be a better programmer and I can serve you better, like that. So it is not that we have to so there is something danger when you are doing programming. No danger. We know it is the talent Krishna gave me so that I can utilize the talent to give service to Krishna and Vaishnavas. So that is that freedom is there. So now there is no job, and no, we have to depend on somebody. There is no freedom. You cannot do anything much. I know you're always no, even to spend some 100 rupees also you need 10 permissions. So it's a miserable state. But now it is little easy for you to render service. You understand?
Yes, Prabhuji, that perspective is good, but I'm always solving bugs. I'm doing lot of material activities while my mind wants to be more into spiritual activity. But just to earn this salary, I feel I am not doing what I am supposed to do as human being, to dedicate my life to, you know, think
No,
about Krishna.
dedication
And
does not mean that you have to leave something. You have to add Krishna. See, what happens is now you need certain material stability, and Krishna has given you this. And with this material stability, you have to practice spirituality, and eventually it comes from the heart. It's not something artificial you have to do. It comes from your heart, where you are, even when you are in office, also you are thinking of Krishna only. It should happen naturally. It's not something artificial. Oh, I'm going to office, I'm in illusion. No, no. You are going to office so that you get money to serve Vaishnavas. You want some, you can serve Vaishnavas, you can serve the temple, you can go to Dham. So you are getting opportunity, and a few hours you have to spend every day so that you will get it. So it's not illusion. And slowly, slowly you will get full-time opportunity to serve Krishna. So it's a matter of time.
thank you so much, Prabhuji. You have given me a great eye opener today. Thank you very much. It definitely your class is prepared. It's not that you come without preparation. You have opened my eyes. I had this problem in my heart long for some time, and you have really given this class to clarify my doubts. So Krishna has prepared you well for helping me, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Anyways.
Parlanda Prabhuji, please unmute yourself.
Dhanwad Pranam Mataji. Dhanwad Pranam to everyone. And Radha Pramod Prabhuji, thank you very much. In this connection, Mataji was saying that, we are always engaged in material activities. And then how can we think about Lord Krishna? Although he said, Tasmat Sarvesu Kalesu Mamanuswar Vidyasu. Now, I had this problem few years back. And then I found out one slok in Srimad Bhagavatam, which is actually offering prayers to Narasimha Bhagavan, where it says, Karma Sam Randai Randai Tamo Grasa Grasa Om Swaha. That's what he says, Om Namo Bhagavate Narsihaya. Namos, it says, Karma Sai Randai, the one which I have karma ashaya. So please destroy that. So, it kind of prayer to Bhagavan, Narsim Bhagavan. And in my case, it happened so in such a nice way that, I'm not no more now working, but I'm engaged most of the time in studying Bhagavatam. So what I'm saying is that, although we have this mentality of doing fruitive activities and all that, but if we pray sincerely to Lord Sri Krishna and Prabhupada Maharaj and our parampara, they always find out some nice way for us to kind of get into constant remembrance like that. I'm just stressing the power of sincere praying to Lord Sri Krishna like that. So I just wanted to share that, Prabhuji. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. I have one question. Do you
Yes.
So, Prabhuji, you also spoke about in your class today, the past is source of longing and past leaves us with pain and problems. And, some people, they dwell on like how their life, all different things that might have occurred, in their lifetime. So, what do you do when you have relatives or friends or family members, for that matter, that whenever you speak to them or talk to them or try to console them, they're always living in the past. They're always like, what do you say, dwelling on the past, or why this happened to me, why God did this to me. And then some way, in one way or the other, it goes negative, like then you see them blaming the person who might have done something to them. What do you do in that kind of situation?
Yeah, this is a very common problem for many people, that they live in the past. They live actually with a victim mentality. So uh, this is a big problem with many people. There is victim mentality, and then there is they cannot accept reality also, and there is also blame game, that things went wrong for me, and for them we have to help understand, okay, there is good thing in life, and try to make them come to present, count the blessings which they have now, and that is also one type of bad karma people have. And I didn't had much, because we stay in a different environment, so we don't have much family members around to think like that. And
You're very
we don't
lucky,
have
Prabhuji.
somebody who's
You're very lucky in that, because it's very difficult when it's a family member or a very close one, and they're also like new to Krishna consciousness. But when I tell them to chant, I've showed them how to chant and everything, they still are stuck with the demigods. Either it's Kalima or Durga Ma or so forth. Not to disrespect anybody, but it's like when is you understand coming to Krishna consciousness. If the source is Krishna, and if you pray to him, everyone is happy. Everyone is, you don't have to please nobody else. But they don't want to understand that. But it's like so difficult, because as you said, I've seen when you hear negative things, even though you're not saying it, but you hear from others, it really affects your japa when you do it. And everything is going good, you see the quality of japa is really, really good. So it's just, I don't know, I'm trying to see how to, or what to do, when you have family members.
we actually, with demigod, actually, who have we cannot tell them anything against. What we have to do, just give them prasadam and make them serve some Vaishnavas, take them to temple, make them do service, make them appreciate devotees. You just have to increase their sukruti. That's the only way we can make them come to the faith on Krishna. Otherwise, it's not possible. We just can increase the sukruti. It is not any other method. Other method don't work. Only method works is increasing Sukriti. Sukriti increases by 3 methods. One is Prasadam, when they appreciate devotees. Third is serve devotees. So when they do these 3 things, their Sukriti increases and suddenly they may get that faith. Yeah, I think I only need Krishna. I don't need anybody in life. So by just telling that forget about it, forget about it, forget about the demigods, it won't work. You tell them, okay, do whatever you are doing. But when you call devotees to home, make them serve devotees, for something for them, serve them prasadam, appreciate them, and you also nicely feed them prasadam. So that's the only way.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Thank you for
Right.
guiding me. Hopefully it will help. Because they have Krishna and they have Laddu Gopal and they're taking care of him. But still yet they still go to demigods. So that's where my frustration comes, that I don't understand. They come to temple and they enjoy the kirtan and everything, but yet they're not willing to go like that one extra mile, surrender 100%.
Now
So
it takes
yeah,
time because Sukriti is not sufficient. Once the Sukriti comes, then only it is possible. We cannot force anybody. That may be Balotpadita only. It won't work also. For some time it works, then again they'll come back to their own styles. We have to give them Sukriti. We all got Sukriti, that's why we got some faith in this process. That's all. You have to work on giving Sukriti.
thank you so much, Prabhuji. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. If there are no more questions or realizations, I would like to pay my obeisances to His Grace, Radha, Pramod, Prabhuji, and all the assembled devotees. Once again, thank you so much, Prabhuji, for a very beautiful, excellent class. Yashamati Mataji, Vanda Gopika Mataji, and Amrita Radha Mataji are thanking you for in the chat for an excellent class. We are very grateful to you for your valuable time and association, and looking forward to your association in the near future. Do I have your permission to close the call, Prabhuji? Vancha kalpatarubhyasya kripa sindhuevacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavyo namo namah. Namaste Vaishnavinda ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Bhagavan Caitanya Bhagavata ki jai. His Grace Radha Pramod Prabhuji ki jai.
Jai. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare
Dandavat
Krishna.
pranam.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
So
Thank you,
wonderful class.
Prabhuji.
So excellent
Hare
class.
Krishna.
Thank
Hare
you,
Yeah,
Krishna.
Prabhuji.
lovely
Hare
class.
Krishna.
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna.